Thank you very much for being here. It's an honor and pleasure to be here. You've received numerous honors for your research in neuroscience. So could you just mention some of the organizations or people that you have been involved with?
One thing, a new Lancet Commission on health inequities and governance for health. The Guild is a network of European research-intensive universities and happen to be acting Secretary General of the Guild. So the Guild is a research network that has a very strong focus on strengthening the collaborative links between European universities and African universities.
You're focusing on key factors, competences, skills, you said, in people. And of course, we would be interested in knowing what was it that you identified in her.
I think in such a very complex leadership situation that Ira is facing, because it's a huge project with many partners and there are deadlines coming up all the time, there are financial issues that have to be resolved. It's not sufficient just having knowledge, expertise, you have to have this drive, inner drive and stamina.
We'll be talking about AI, the threats, the challenges.
It is a technology which should support our personal interaction. What is really new by this technology is that it's not any longer specific for one particular sector. What you need is you have to understand the principle and they are translatable from one sector to another.
Why do we have all these discussions about ethical regulations, EU regulations?
Because all technologies has to be regulated, because you have to organize claim rights, because otherwise it will not be accepted by us.
Can you somehow give us an idea of what it is that we are facing?
From a traditional family-owned business in traditional engineering, you could now transfer your knowledge to new industrial areas, and you could achieve a leading market position. And it is in fact the opportunity for European industry to reallocate toward the end classical high quality engineering industry, which has now a chance to transfer.
If you had to advise board members who have to make the decisions regarding the next 20-30 years?
Just about the transfer knowledge. Which kind of algorithm do you have to offer to control and to deliver highest quality of data?
What about other technologies? What about other industries?
It is the new age of network communication on a scientific level, on a leadership level, on a team interacting level. It's all about networks. And networks seems to be also in astrophysics, or in medicine and in our human interaction, to be a crucial factor. It has to be chaotic enough to create creativity and flexibility, and it has in certain moments to be focused enough to deliver quality.
What is it that I need to understand if I'm not responding to it now?
Then you are missing the chance to understand the potential of high-level group-based statistics like AI and simulation technology, because both you need as a modern manager to have understood. You need to know that AI is one technology, simulation is another technology, and you have to combine it, because you need to have a hands-on understanding of these, what are the uncertainties and the limitations of each of these technologies. The classic engineering industry understands it very well, And if you combine these technologies and you have an understanding of risks, you will conquer the market. Doesn't matter in which area of industry.
And how has it changed from the traditional leadership?
I would say we need engineers, a lot of engineers. We need people who have learned about to be to the highest amount accurately working, the engineers, and then we need some very creative innovators who have the knowledge about mathematics and philosophy to could dare to think into the future. Our industry needs to access correctly the market, and the market is diversity today. The market today is very often a global market, and if you want to compete against the US and China, you have to compete internationally. And that means that we, with our algorithm and our knowledge about how to control these factors going into the algorithm, could deliver standards and systems which are so robust that you do not need so many human resources to gather data. There I see the biggest challenge for European industry.
What is it that the world leaders need to know when it comes to AI and our future?
If you can standardize in a new way, in an innovative way, this kind of development, and that needs standardization and AI development already at the level of data collection, and the whole framework needs to be highly approvable, maintenance, control, documentation. Everything has to be in place.
Let's talk about AI wake-up call. What is it that you would be saying about that?
As soon as possible, you have to come back to the powerful position of becoming the number one developer. You can't be a consumer of algorithms. You have to develop them by yourself. And the European industry has to conquer this as soon as possible.
Thank you very much.